Welcome to another Sage Analysis video. It's Sunday the 11th of January 2026. Gonna start off today's post with a look at the weekend watchlist stocks before getting into the regular content. So starting again today with APP. It's come up many times over the last few years in the watchlist scans as it's continued to push higher in stage 2. You can see recent action has been going sideways now for the last 3 months or so, and did have a significant negative bar just before just at the start of the new year here, which still hasn't overcome. You can see the bar around there still hasn't managed to get back above the midpoint of that, but we did see a stronger close on Friday with a move back above its 50-day moving average, plus 5% on the day, with some of the broader market showing some good relative strength as the small caps etc moving higher. So we saw some broadening market breadth as well. So this is an older leader now. We're going to the weekly chart here. You can see it started to move off into the original stage 2 advance all the way back in the early to mid part of 2023 here. It did go sideways and drop into a stage 3-4 point. So if we get the stages background on in the background, you can see it did drop off, and we had this period where it was going sideways, grinding back higher again, but it had come off quite a long way in a short amount of time at the start of the year before finally starting to push back to new highs again. So did have what we call a failed stage 4 breakdown attempt, which then reversed back and started to form this broader structure. We'll note on this chart, which I've just turned on, I have made a change on the background stages background indicator here, so it now fills all of the gaps. You can see the colours are now solid, so it looks identical to what we have on the trading view version of the indicator. So it's a lot cleaner now and easier to see when you are using that on in the background. So the green area is when it's in stage 2, the blue area is when it's in stage 3. So the neutral periods, and the red areas is when it's in stage 4. So you can see obviously stage 4 downtrend through 2022 all the way through to the early part of 2023, where it started to form a base, move into stage 1, then broke out into early stage 2 again. So at the moment, as you can see here on the weekly chart here, zoom in, we're getting tight in here on the bars. So this sideways consolidation, we're right on the midpoint of that at the moment. So let's just turn the background back off again. In terms of the application software group that it's in, that has been quite weak throughout 2025. It was a leader through 2024. So if we go into the group chart, for example, here you can see 2023, 2024 was in a powerful stage 2 uptrend. Software stocks, the growth stocks, etc. were going really well. But you can see over the course of the last year, we had a stage 4 breakdown, and then it recovered, but then has gone sideways and drifted lower since. So the majority of the group has been a lot more difficult to get any traction with over that period. Damn it, did I close the chart? Let me get another one up. Just drag that back. APP. So come back to the daily chart here. So what I'm looking for in the near term, close above the 21-day EMA here in the near term. We get the ATR candles on. Where are you? So a little bit higher than that. The 1 ATR level is at 692. So start to get back through this local significant bar, then this one could potentially get interesting again. Right, let's moving on. Number 2 is FLY. So this is an IPO back in August. You can see dropped immediately off into the IPO advance failure. So straight down all the way into the low in November, where it started to then recover and start to form a base. You can see started to regain the 21-day moving average, managed to get back above its 50-day, made higher lows, and then we saw this change of behavior, change of character through this area here. It started to break out with a first significant bar above the 50-day moving average, then pulled above it, back up to the 3 ATR level, back into the 50-day moving average, and has now made higher high in the last couple of days as well, closing at the highest point for multiple months now. So this one's starting to look a little bit more interesting in the near term. You look at the weekly chart here, you can see it's starting to have a solid rebound at the moment, but still well underneath the IPO levels here. So long way for it to potentially go, but to get back to the IPO level here, it still needs to more than double at the moment, but certainly an interesting one in the near term. And there was multiple IPO stocks on the Thursday watchlist post as well, so lots of the more speculative stocks at the moment starting to show a little bit of life as we begin the new year. Look on to SMH. This is the semiconductor ETF. There's multiple ETFs. SOXX as well as another one that you could use, a little bit different to SMH here, but this moving back to closing high again on Friday. It's been in stage 2 since May, so it's been working really well, but some of the larger caps in the group have been lagging a bit of late. Nvidia's not been doing so well, it's going sideways, whereas we've seen some explosive moves from Micron is leading, for example. So we come back into here, so we get get MU up, for example. Come into the semiconductors and equipment group, you can see the whole group has been powering higher, and let's go into the actual group chart here, and you can see there's been some technical improvement over the last few months as well as those still leaning above 70% above their 30-week moving average. So going from relative strength basis here, you can see there's lots with SATA 10s at the moment, which means that they're obviously maxing out their technical attributes. They're pushing to new highs in order to get that. So we've got others. I'll just open a few others, for example, here as we go through, obviously pushing to new highs in the group. So this is a familiar theme with many of the stocks in the semiconductor space at the moment. So come back into here. So SMH is the ETF, one of the major ETFs that covers the group. So highlighting that, but I did highlight a bunch of other semiconductor stocks over the last few weeks as well, as they've started to make a continuation break to the upside. So keep an eye on the biggest of the group, Nvidia, as well, as that could start to get some traction again. And if it does, we could see obviously a further push to new highs here. But in this case, if we do start to see a close back into the range again, it starts to drop back through this 370 level, then that would be a warning sign that the group is starting to falter a bit here. But at the moment, looking for further continuation.